So today and all week, in fact, we've been looking at balance, relaxation, and that kind of stuff. So we're going to continue with that this morning. I was just saying that it is a little bit of a cold, miserable day at the moment. So a little bit of nurturing and relaxation, I don't think would go amiss. So we're going to do some breathing. I'm going to introduce you to a breath that we've done on a Tuesday class, but we haven't done on the Friday class. So Sandra, you'll know this one, it's the pigeon breath. We're going to do the legs up the wall posture because that's beautifully relaxing, and we're going to do some gentle movement to start, and then a lovely relaxation as well as the sphynx, just to open up through the chest. So we're looking at the immune system a little bit, strengthening, working with the immune system, and just some lovely movement. So if you're ready, we're not going to be too energetic today, so hopefully that's all right with you. So we're going to start with our normal shake out, just to arrive on the mat. So if you'd like to get up on your feet, feel those feet connected to your mat, and we'll start just by giving the right hand a little shake. So this is a very traditional kind of way of warming up in a Drew yoga class, just shaking out the body. And it just starts to get everything going. So you'll find if you go to a Drew yoga class that very often we start just by shaking, because it helps to get the blood flow going, just wake up the systems in the body in quite a gentle way. So we'll do 3 circles one way, keep those fingers wriggling, and then 3 circles the other way. Just enjoy that stretch into your shoulder blade, and then we'll pause, and as always just bring that body awareness in by checking one arm then the other arm. Hopefully you can feel a little bit of a difference, so let's balance it up. So really loosen out the wrist. You can feel that hopefully going right down into your fingers, and then we'll bring the whole arm in again and start to work into the shoulder. So just letting go of any stiffness from the night. Maybe feel that up into your neck a little bit. And then we'll do 3 circles again in one direction. And then 3 circles in the other direction. Oh, that was my picture. Fortunately, it didn't fall on the floor. And then we'll just finish by shaking out both arms. Bring the whole body into the movement. Add a bit of breath, and good strong exhale, starting to wake those lungs up, get the diaphragm activated, and draw that energy into the body. So whenever we lift the arms up like this, it really helps to expand the lungs. I'm going to be working quite a lot with the upper part of the chest and the lungs today. One more. And then pause, and hopefully you can already feel a bit more energized. I definitely do. I'm going to take the weight over onto one foot and give the other leg a little shake. So how loose can you make that ankle? Grab a chair if you need to, if you're feeling wibbly wobbly. Look at you all balancing, look at you Pat there. We always have a bit of a running joke on a Friday morning about well, it's not a joke, it's a kind of a giggle about how good Pat's balance is. And each week it just gets better and better. So you can take that out to the side, to the back, to the front, and then pause. And again, hopefully you can feel that difference from one side to the other. And we'll take the weight over. Don't forget just to use those core muscles. Loosen out that foot. Wiggle into the ankle, gently work into your knee, like you're stirring a big pot with your foot. Wake those hips up, and then give yourself a little shake out. Take care with your knee joint, of course. And then if you want to challenge that balance a bit, maybe take the leg out. And then finally, the best bit of all, just work through the body. So nobody can see you unless there's somebody walking past your window. Give yourself a really good shake, a morning shake, just like that dog. They've just been swimming in the sea, and they come out, and they shake all the way from the tips of their ears right down to the tail. And there we are. Good morning. We've arrived on our mat. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of stretching now. So just taking one hand and then the other. And just focusing on lengthening the spine, opening up the rib cage. Feel that right into your waist, your hip. And give yourself a fabulous morning stretch. Just like you're reaching up for something and you cannot quite get it. And that stretch goes from the tips of your toes all the way to the tips of your fingers. And then we'll change the movement a little bit. And we're going to do a push across the body. Swivel on the ball of your foot and then come back. So we're twisting the hips turn to the side, and your toes turn as well. If you look at my feet, you'll see that your toes are turning, so there's no pressure on the knees. And you feel the sense of lengthening right from the shoulder blade through the elbow into the wrist and the fingers. That's it. And then take your feet a little bit wider, and we're going to come down just as much as is comfortable for you. So those abdominals working, so you might be able to come all the way down and pop the hand up so that you start to feel a stretch into your inner thigh, or you may just want to stay at knee level and just gently bend through the knee. So just make it work for you. And if you want to make it a bit stronger still, you can look up to that extended arm up to the ceiling, bringing a twist into the spine. And then we'll come back up. Okay. So we're just going to twist the spine out. So keep your feet quite wide, and we'll do just a few gentle twists. So it's a bit like when a cat or a dog first gets up in the morning. There are certain things that it's good for the spine to do every day, just to get ready for the day and activities, and twisting the spine is one of them. So we can just swivel on the ball of the foot, lift up that heel, and then make that again stronger if you want, or keep it gentle. Raise the arms up to shoulder level, look behind you if you don't feel dizzy. Soften through the knees, feel that stretch in the hip. And bring your awareness into the spine and allow it to twist right from the base up into your neck. And then gradually we'll slow the movement down and come to a stop. Okay, we're just going to shrug the shoulders now. So squeezing right up, and you can make that out breath good and strong. One of the things that's really funny about recording classes and editing them is watching myself. Well, it's not funny, it's absolutely awful and cringy. and how many times I say certain words over and over again. So the one I'm trying not to say today, which I've already failed at, is okay. Because I get fed up of hearing myself say okay, so I'm sure you lot must as well. We'll do one more. That's it. And then we're going to just rotate the arms. Yeah, so it's like I'm playing the game with myself. It's normally the other way around, where you have to say the word or you have to get a word into a conversation. Well, mine is not to say the word okay through a whole class, because then I'm trying to edit it out sometimes because I say it so many times. But it's not a pleasant experience when you have to watch yourself over and over and listen to yourself when you're not used to it. It's quite a revelation. And then we'll just do that little Egyptian move. So the hips stay forward and we give the arms a little wiggle. So you can look into the palm of your hand, Bring that into your neck. Give yourself a good squeeze across the shoulders, and then gradually lower the arms down. Okay, there we are, I've done it again. It's good. I better not I shouldn't have told you this, it's going to be a total distraction to you now. And then pop your fingers onto your shoulder blades, and we'll take the elbows up and down. So we are working with the upper chest and the body's respiratory system today. So we're just taking a bit of time just to relax the muscles in that whole area. Just open up the airwaves, and then airways, I should say, not airwaves. And then we'll change direction. So bring the elbows forward now. So we're always working just at about 80%. So no need to overstretch, over-exaggerate. Just working gently with the body. We'll do one more, and then pause. We're going to take the spine into a sideways bend now. So we'll start with the right side. So on an in-breath, just reach that right hand up, and then on an out-breath, we'll come over. So we're just bending to the side. We can have a breath there and feel that nice opening into the right side, and then coming back. And then breathe in, stretch the left side, core engage, and breathe out, and come over. Take a breath, feel that opening into the side of the rib cage. Breathe in and breathe out, and we'll just do one more on each side. So you really feel a sense of opening up, like that filing cabinet that we did last week. And the elbows going up towards the ceiling. And one more time, it's really nice for just gently toning through the waist, and also helping to work into those intercostal muscles, which are so important for our respiratory system. And then coming down. And then we're going to do a spinal wave. So pop your hands here into the base of your spine. You're going to know this movement really well because we've done it lots of times. It's another one of those movements that it's just good to do every day if you can, just to keep your spine healthy and flexible. So feet are just hip distance apart now. Take a minute to bring your pelvis into neutral. Engage your core on your out breath, and then on the next in breath, we'll just go backwards. Keep the neck tucked in, and then breathe out and come forwards. And then when you get to that point of resistance, soften the knees. Curl the spine back up. So just listen to your back, just going as far as is comfortable for you. Breathing out, breathing in, creating a beautiful wave-like movement with the spine. So just keep that going as long as it's comfortable for you. We're going to do two more. Keep the neck moving as well, because it's about the neck as well as the main part of the spine. We'll do one more. And then the next time we'll come forward and just stay in that forward bend for a moment, just giving that spine a good stretch out. So relax the head if it's comfortable. Remember to keep the head higher than your heart if you tend to get a bit dizzy, and then allow those arms to swing. Give yourself a swing, feel the weight of your head, lengthen through the spine, gentle stretch into the back of the legs. And then bring yourself back to center, refresh your core muscles, keep your knees nice and soft. And then as you breathe in, like you're uncurling a string of pearls, bringing them up off a surface, one by one, the vertebrae just uncurling, and then we'll do a super stretch, Friday stretch, and we'll go over to one side and the other. One more time on each side, and then up towards the ceiling, and then breathe out, float those arms down, and hopefully you feel warm, feel a bit energized. Grab a drink, have a minute. So we're actually going to be working on the floor now. So we're going to be on the mat for the rest of the class. So you may just need to just tip your, either change your mat or tip your webcam a little bit, just so that I can see you. So if you just come down first of all and sit on your mat. That's it. Okay. Daisy's loving this. Okay, so what we're going to do is, yeah, I can see everybody perfectly. We're going to just have a little look at the Sphynx, because it's a beautiful posture for strengthening the back, opening up the chest. It helps to release tension and any tightness here in the shoulders. And it's just it's a really graceful posture that's full of beautiful poise, as you all know. I'm sure we all know it really well. So we'll do it in 4 stages, just so that we can remember how to get those back muscles going. I think what I might do actually is just pop my camera down so you can really see me a bit more closely. Just bear with me a second. This is going to look good on the recording, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so I'm a little bit closer there now. So I'm just going to quickly remind you, I know you all know it, of the Sphynx posture. And we can take a little look down one leg and the other leg, push through the palms, lift, and then come down. Okay, so we'll just take it so that we can do a little bit of back strengthening work while we go. I'm going to talk you through this. So lie on your tummy and stretch your arms right out in front. So we're just going to strengthen the back muscles. Pop your forehead on the floor. I'll talk you through it, so you should be able to hear me no problem. Make sure your feet are just about hip distance apart. And we're basically just going to, we're going to see if you can just lift up your body a little bit without lifting the hands, using your lower back muscles. Okay, so first of all, just squeeze your tummy muscles in, pull your pelvic floor in, and then bring your awareness right into the base of your spine, that area between your pelvis and your, so your hands are stretched just right out. So they're right out and your forehead's on the floor. That's it. And then use the lower back muscles just to lift up your head and your shoulders just a little bit. So it's only going to be a tiny movement and there shouldn't be any. Sorry. You can't see what I can see, but Pat's getting a teddy shoved in her face at the moment by Daisy. So yeah, just use your lower back muscles to just lift your head a little bit, and it won't be very much, just be a little bit. You should feel that working into there. That's it. And then go down. And then come back down, bring your hands in a little bit, so about a hand's length in towards your head. So your elbows are bent a little bit, your arms are out, flat on the floor, that's it. So you've got a bit more of your body, your upper body to work with. So from there, engage those core muscles again, pull in through your pelvic floor and use those lower back muscles, just your lower back muscles, not your hands, to lift up your shoulders and your neck a little again. So make sure you're not crunching at all into the neck. It's just, you should feel it strengthening through that lower back. And also your core. And we'll hold for a moment, just breathe. And then come back down. And then we're going to this time go into the Sphynx. So pop your fingers by your eyes with your hands flat on the floor. I'll do it so you can see me. That's it. So your elbows are out to the side, your forehead's flat on the floor. So your elbows are to the side, so your fingers are pointing in towards your eyes. Like that, that's it. And your elbows are flat, that's it. Okay, so remember that we're going to be bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders, And we're going to have a nice straight line between the elbows and that index finger. But we've got to use those lower back muscles to do most of the work before we start pushing into the hands. Okay, so switch on those core muscles, and then on your next in-breath, use your lower back to start lifting up that body. And then you'll get to a point and you draw those elbows in and under your shoulders, and then you lift through your sternum. That's it. No crunching into the neck. It's a lengthening of the spine. And you're looking just ahead of your hands, so just maybe a couple of hands lengths. And we want to see as much of a curve as we can into that upper back. That's it. So if you've had enough come down, if you want to, then you can just add a little look down one way, and then a little look down the other way. And then coming back, lift your sternum a little, keep your buttocks relaxed, remember, no clenching of the buttocks. And then lift up through the sternum, push through your palms, and that's a beautiful sphynx. And then we'll come down and take ourselves into the crocodile. So we've been working that lower back. We're going to do that one more time, that sphynx. So just take your toes out to the side, about as wide as your mat. Bring your heels in and pop your forehead on the back of your hands with your elbows out. That's it. It's a nice way. Oh, we've got a cat now. Oh, and a dog, yeah. And just take some breaths right down into your belly and just feel your lower back, which we've just been working, which is part of your core muscle structure. Just feel that relax and release. So maybe do 3 or 4 deep abdominal breaths. And with the out breath, just allow your belly to soften, just releasing off that lower back. And then we'll do that one more time. So take those elbows out to the side and with the fingers by your eyes, rest your forehead on the floor. And then on the out breath, scoop those abdominals in, like you're pulling your tummy away from the floor, pulling through your pelvic floor. Use those lower back muscles to start to lift the upper body. So it's very much a lift. So the shoulder blades are coming together, and your elbows are now coming under your shoulders. We're doing a sphynx again. That's it. So your tummy button's still in contact with the floor, and you're very much lifting just through that upper body. So be aware of your shoulders, relax your shoulders, look in front. And then one more time, if you like, a little twist. You're all looking amazing. And the other way. And then just push through the palms. So you're not moving the palms, you're just pushing down into your palms. Lift, you'll feel that, relax your buttocks. And then on the out breath, coming down. Back into the crocodile. 3 more deep breaths. So take your arms wide. Take those feet wide, take the toes out, heels in. That just releases off the lower back and the hips. And use that deep abdominal breath just to release off into the belly and your core muscles. And then from here, we'll go back into the child, allowing the back muscles to lengthen and stretch now. Walk those fingers out, take your body back towards your heels. And then if it's comfortable for you, we're just going to stretch over to the right. So just walk those hands across towards the right, open up the left side of the body. And just breathe into that left side. So we're working again with the intercostals. Breathe in, open, breathe out, and then come back to center, and we'll go over to the other side, doing the same. Take the breath right into that right side. Use the breath to expand into the lungs. Stretch those intercostal muscles. And then walk the hand back to center. Either coming up now, or if you want to, you could just take those knees wide, keep the feet together, and do a stronger child's pose with the knees wide. For some people that might not work, so if you want to come up, come up. Take a couple of breaths here, just enjoy that stretch into the hips. And then when you're ready, supporting yourself to come up. Just coming up when you're ready. Okay. These animals are keeping me entertained, that's for sure. Okay, so I've said okay so many times now, I've let go of that. Let's let go of that intention. So we're now going to do the legs up the wall posture. So if you need another drink or anything, help yourself. And then you can either use a wall. I think most of you have done the legs up the wall with me, and I just showed my mum before we started. So you can use a wall, or if like my mum, you don't want to put dirty marks on your wall, not that suggests that you've got dirty feet, mum. Then you can use a chair. So it's a lovely, relaxing posture. I'm going to just show it to you just to remind you. So if you like, you can use a chair, but you just don't get quite the same benefits because you haven't got the legs straight. But you can very easily, very comfortably use a chair and just pop your legs here. It is quite nice to just have a blanket or something underneath. This isn't quite right, but to elevate your pelvis a little bit. It's very good for releasing off the lower back, and it rests the heart, it can help to just lower and settle your blood pressure. So whatever way you do it, you need to come out to the side and then lift up. So if you want to do it against a wall, just move my chair out of the way. A couple of folded up blankets or a small cushion, probably better, for popping under your pelvis. And you can just put that by your wall. Come to the side. This is the hardest bit because you've got to get your legs up there. And then lie down and then swivel your legs round. So this is actually harder to get into. You want your bottom quite close up. You're just a couple of centimeters away. You can keep your knees bent if you want, or stretch the legs right up. Remember to come down sideways and maybe give yourself a minute after you've been up, just to let your blood pressure just settle, so don't try and come out too quick. So if you do have, if you have digestive issues, particularly a hiatus hernia or anything like that, you may find that you don't want to stay in it for too long. So just play around with that. Have you got, is everybody okay? Do they know what they're doing? You need to pop yeah, and most people have done that. Just pop something underneath your pelvis. So this is very beneficial for the lungs. Hopefully, you should be able to feel when you're lying like that, you've got a sense of openness. Have you got a chair or something, or a wall, Pat? I'm just checking everybody's okay. I can see a few feet and legs. That's it. Okay. So when you're there, just take a few moments just to ensure that your lower back is really comfortable. You don't have any niggles there in the lower back. You should have a good support into your lumbar. And just feel that you're nice and open through your airwaves. So here into your thyroid area, the upper part of your chest and your collarbone should feel quite free and open. So this is a deeply relaxing posture. If you're ever feeling anxious or perhaps maybe can't sleep, then just taking your legs up like this against the wall or a chair can just help to settle the body's nervous system. If you do it regularly, it can actually lower your blood pressure. So if you have very, very low blood pressure already, then again, it's not something you want to stay in for too long. I mean, we're only going to be in it for a matter of minutes today. So if you're feeling comfortable, then you might want to add some breath here again. So the deep yogic breath is a really nice breath to do when you're in the legs up the wall posture, where you breathe in 3 stages. So you start by just breathing into the belly and then breathing out. And when you feel comfortable with that, you can take the breath in 2 parts, into the belly and then into the middle of the chest, and then out from the belly and out from the chest. And then if you want to do the 3 stages, if you're quite familiar with yoga breathing, I know many of you have done this before, you can take your breath into 3 parts. So breathing into the belly, into the middle of the chest, the rib cage, and then up into the collarbone area. And then out from the belly, out from the center of the chest, and out from the collarbone. So you just keep your breath very steady. Don't force the breath. If you don't want to do the full deep yogic breath, just doing the deep abdominal breath. Just going to give you 2 or 3 minutes of quiet. And of course, if you've had enough, you want to come out, just come over onto your side and take yourself into a comfortable position on your mat whenever you want. And then just gently, in your own time, bend your knees and take your knees over to one side. And just lie for a moment, keeping your neck down on your side, and then support yourself. Come up. You may just like to lie on your back for a moment and hug your knees in. Sorry, I should have said that beforehand. It's up to you, you don't have to do that, and if you're happy just sitting up now, but sometimes it can be nice after you've done that just to hug the knees in and give yourself a little circle. Just releasing off the lower back. Just going to bring my camera down again. Okay, and then from here, we're going to do the pigeon breath. So you can be seated on your mat or you can sit on a chair. It's whatever is comfortable for you, however you can keep your spine quite upright. So whenever we do any yoga breathing, the more upright you can make your spine, the better, because that just helps you to be able to really engage in the benefits of the breathing. So this breathing technique, I know Sandra's definitely done it. I don't know if has anyone else done the pigeon breath before? No, doesn't sound familiar. It's not one you'd easily forget, is it? It's got quite a distinctive name to it. Okay, I've written lots of things here about it. But it's used in yoga therapy quite a lot. So it's used to help people who suffer from asthma or other respiratory conditions. But it's just it can also be used to, if you tend to get a little bit tight in your breathing, or you tend to find you breathe a little bit here, you know, when you kind of almost like, particularly if you get a bit anxious or agitated, we tend to breathe quite shallowly. So this is a really nice breath for just opening up the airways and also allowing you to use your full capacity of your lungs. And that's very beneficial for your health. And it helps to boost your immune system and just get that prana, what they call prana in yoga, really working through the body. Okay, so it is actually really simple. It's just that it's in 4 stages, so it's just remembering which one's which. So we're going to start by just doing the hand movements, but not doing the breath. So if you just clasp your fingers underneath your chin with your elbows here. Okay, so if you think of it in 4 stages, and I'm just going to show you the hand movements first. So the first stage, we lift the elbows up as high as you can, maybe even a little higher than the shoulders. And this is all about opening up the lungs and the rib cage. And then the second stage, you bring them back down and just rest them here. And then the third and the fourth, the elbows stay where they are. Okay, so this is stage 1, this is stage 2, and then we stay where we are for the third and the fourth stage. We're going to add the breath, and we're going to put a head movement in this time. So we breathe in through the nose and lift the elbows. Keep the head where it is. And we breathe out through the mouth and take the head back a little and bring the elbows down. Breathe in through the nose, keep the head where it is. And then breathe out through the nose and bring the head back down. Okay, so relax your shoulders off. Make sure you're sitting quite upright. So when we breathe out through the mouth, ideally just creating like a little circle with the lips. Okay, so should we just try it a couple more times? It's a little bit strange if you're not used to it, but hopefully you will feel how it opens up your lungs. If you feel dizzy, just breathe normally for a minute. Sometimes when you take in more breath than you're used to, it can just make you feel a little bit lightheaded. Okay, so we're going to breathe in through the nose and just lift the elbows. Breathe out through the mouth and just take the head back a little, bringing the elbows down. Breathe in through the nose, keep your head where it is. And then breathe out through the nose, bring the head down, and the elbows naturally just come apart a little. That's it. We're just going to do a few more of those now together. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through it, but if you've got it, if it's clicked, then just do it in your own time if you want to. So it is important that we're just opening the airway here. So it's not a kind of, you don't want to crunch the back. We want to keep that spine nice and long right up into the neck. Okay, so relax the shoulders, loosen out the neck. Keep your spine nice and long. Breathe in and breathe out through the mouth. Elbows come down, neck back. Breathe in through the nose and bring the head down, breathe out through the nose. I'm going to do 5 more, but just do as many as you want. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, hang on. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in through the nose, lift the elbows. Head back, out through the mouth, elbows down. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose and lower the head. 3 more. Breathing in, elbows up. Breathing out through the mouth, elbows down, head back. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out, coming down. 2 more. Breathe out through the mouth, elbows down, head back. Breathe in, head still back. Breathe out through the nose, head comes down, elbows come apart a little. We'll just do 1 more. Elbows up, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Neck back, open the throat, elbows down. Breathing in. And breathe out as the elbows come down and the head relaxes. And just pause for a moment, relax the arms. And just take a couple of normal breaths and just see if you can feel the effects of that into your chest and your lungs, maybe into the throat. And then we're going to go straight from that into an extended relaxation today. So take a little while just to get yourself really comfortable, warm. If you need something under your knees, under your head. So take a bit of time just to get yourself really comfortable, really warm, supported. So when we're trying to boost the immune system, there's probably no better way to do that than to give yourself the chance to do a relaxation every day, or most days, even if it's just sitting and being quiet. So when we go into that relaxation state, it's a very healing state for the body, and it really helps to strengthen the body's systems and allow everything just to slow right down. So it conserves energy and particularly works with the nervous system, as you know. So just check in with your hips and your spine, your neck, your shoulders. Make sure there isn't anywhere that feels chilly or drafty. Pop something under your head if you want, a pillow under your knees if you need it. And then when you're feeling warm, comfortable and supported, take yourself a couple of really deep breaths right down into the belly. So expand the belly as much as you can. And then sigh the breath out for nobody to hear, as you allow your body to settle on the mat, giving yourself permission to relax. As you take the breath down into the belly again, expand the abdomen. Pause for a moment at the top of the breath if you like, and then a good strong out breath. So we'll begin by doing a tense and relax. Just reminding the body how it feels when it's tense and how it feels when it's relaxed. So we'll begin Bringing the focus down to the soles of your feet. Pushing your heels gently into the mat, feeling that tension pushing through the feet, up through the legs. Push those heels. And the next time you breathe out, just allow the feet to release. And then we'll just gently circle into the ankle joints. So see if you can slow that movement right down. So however your circles were, however fast they were, see if you can reduce that by about 50%. Really slow, conscious circles into the ankle joints. And then changing direction and going the other way. Keeping that awareness into your feet, just tuning into the sensations, just the sensations of circling the ankles, and then pointing and flexing through the toes and the feet. Holding on the flex, drawing the toes up towards the body, pushing the heels away, sending that ripple of tension up into the shins and the knees. And then with that conscious out breath, letting go of all holding in the feet and allowing the feet to relax, ankle joints to release. Bring your focus up into your legs, feeling that point of contact, the backs of your legs with the mat. Maybe feeling the weight of your blanket or your clothing on your legs. And then gently starting to squeeze through the muscles of the calves, around your knees, into your thighs and your hamstring. Finding all the muscles you can through the legs. Hold just for a moment or two. And then with that out breath again, letting go of all tension, feeling the legs soften and release. Allowing that sensation of warmth and heaviness to work up through your body. As you bring your awareness now into the lower back, as you engage through the abdomen, and just push your lower back gently into the floor. So where that lumbar region is, the small of your back, tilt through the pelvis and push. And then breathe out and let go. We'll just do that one more time. Engage the abdominal muscles, push the small of your back into the floor. And then breathe out and release. Guiding your focus now into the hips and the pelvis, the buttocks and the pelvic floor. Giving yourself a gentle squeeze there, tightening through the gluteal muscles. Squeeze the hips, engage the pelvic floor, and then gradually, gently, softly, with that out breath, allow the lower body to release and relax. Guide your awareness now round to the belly. Gently draw the navel in towards the spine. Engage the abdominal muscles. Squeeze and hold. And then breathe out. Release. Letting go of any tension there from the belly. As we continue the journey of awareness up into the sternum. Taking a deep breath in, expand into the lungs. Feel your sternum raise. And then breathe out and relax. Gently draw your shoulder blades together, creating an arch into your upper back. And then on your next out breath, relax the shoulder blades and feel the middle of your back settle onto the mat. Squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears, hold for a moment, and then with the out breath, allow the shoulders to soften and relax. Feeling that warm wave of soothing relaxation working up through your body, giving you a deep sense of calm and stillness. As we focus down through the arms, into the fingers and the hands. Just open your palms wide, spread the fingers, and lift your arms just gently away from the floor and the body. Spread the fingers wide. Feel that tension going right up through the elbows into the shoulder joint. And then using that powerful out breath, just soften, relax, and release the arms and the hands. Feeling your hands settle back by the side of your body, fingers gently curled. You bring your focus up to the neck and the face and the head. Pushing the back of your head gently into the mat, creating some tension into the neck. Hold for a moment. And then as you breathe out, allow the neck to release. As you become aware of your face, creating a silent smile and the silent shapes E, A, U. And then releasing the face, relaxing the jaw. Feel your throat soften as you give your nose a little wriggle, your eyes a gentle squeeze, and draw the eyebrows up into your forehead. And then breathe out and let go. Your whole body feeling still, calm and relaxed. And then I'm just going to invite you, if you like, to use a short visualization just to build on that sensation of calm and still. So just imagine for a moment, just picturing in your mind's eye that you're lying on a beautiful beach, somewhere warm and sunny, maybe a favorite beach somewhere. And just take a couple of moments just to connect with all the different senses that come to your mind when you think about lying on that beautiful beach. Maybe the deep aquamarine of the ocean, the deep blue of the sky. Thinking about the noises in the distance, maybe children playing, the waves lapping gently on the shore. Being aware of the smell of the salt and the sun and the warmth of the sand under your body. Breathe in the sensations. Listen to the sounds. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Feel the strength of the earth beneath your body. And just breathe all those sensations into your heart. And just feel them, engage with them. Allow them to wash over you. Lying on that beautiful beach in the warm sunshine, with the birds singing overhead, children playing in the distance, and the waves lapping gently on the shore. And just affirm to yourself, I am relaxed, I am still.
and then guiding your focus slowly up to just above the crown of your head. And just seeing if you can create a picture in your mind of a warm golden light, like the light of the sun or the flame of a candle, and it's just above the crown of your head. And just visualize breathing rays of that light into every part of your body, filling you with a beautiful sense of well-being and health, rays of golden healing light, reaching every part of your body, breathing in, down into your face, your shoulders, soothing your hands and your arms, the whole of your heart filled with a warm golden light, a shower of light through your spine, easing and soothing through your hips and your pelvis. Breathing golden rays of light into your belly, your diaphragm. Each time you breathe in, drawing in that sense of energy and health. Breathing golden rays of light down through your legs, your ankles, to the soles of your feet and the tips of your toes. Take a deep breath in. Breathe that sense of health and energy and light into your heart and anchor it there to take forward with you as you sigh the breath out. Being aware of your body lying on your mat. Feeling the air on your skin and noises around you. And just starting to stretch and move, wriggle. Doing anything that you need to do just to very gently ease yourself out of the relaxation. You might like to hug your knees in or take your arms overhead. Maybe stretch the whole body. And when you've had a super stretch and your spine's been able to adjust, then you might like to go onto your side before you come into a sitting position. And rub those hands together if you like, and take some of that warmth and that care and that kindness to yourself. Maybe rubbing your neck. I just wanted to read you a little ditty that I found the other day. I did put it on my Facebook page, so some of you might have already seen it. It hasn't got a title. It just says, "Hold on, hold on, hold on," they said. "You're a dandelion in the breeze. Look what the winds of change have done to all these autumn leaves. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This big wide world is not for you. Hold on for long enough for the last gust to dance on through." So I held on, held on, held on. They said that's how you know you're strong. But not until I wilted did I notice something wrong. I thought holding on was bravery, but when winds of change do blow, sometimes it's even braver still to let go, let go, let go. So hope you like that. I thought that was quite nice. So lovely to see you all, and as always, absolutely lovely to see all these little animals. I mean, Daisy has stolen the show again this week, Pat. But Teddy's not been he's been a close second, and Tigger's done quite a good job here as well. I've had a few close-ups of Tigger and Daisy throughout the relaxation, so sorry if my voice wavers sometimes, but there's all sorts going on these screens when I'm trying to do this relaxation. So it's lovely to see you. Happy birthday again, Charlotte. I hope you have a nice weekend, and all being well, you shall get this recording in the next couple of days. Namaste.